Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about how I started a super simple Etsy shop and what I used to do it and what I'm selling. Before we get into that, please take a minute, like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on entrepreneurship and personal finance. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for results at the end. So I decided to make a simple Etsy shop on Etsy.com. I won't go into how to sign up and everything because Etsy's pretty simple, just like all your other seller apps and anything else. Login, password, a little bit of personal information. You will have to include some banking information so that you can pay the listing fees and also so that you can get your deposits when you sell an item. And Etsy takes their fees and everything out and deposits your net profit. It's a pretty easy to use website. They also have an app just like eBay. I use the app so that when I get a sale I get an instant notification instead of having to check my email constantly or check it each night. The app does work pretty good, and I've got a simple setup. All I'm doing is selling decals right now. I'm not doing the big crafts or making things with the decals and selling that. I'm doing something that's simple to ship, takes pretty much no space as far as keeping an inventory. I create my projects with a Cricut. I save the project, and then when I get a sale on Etsy, I simply open up my project, put whatever color vinyl that they chose onto the cutting sheet, put it into the Cricut, cut it out, weed it, and mail it out. Now, the way I do it to cut costs and to help influence sales is I do free shipping, and I'm doing decals that are small enough to fit in a basic A10 envelope and with just a regular stamp. No insurance, no tracking. Doing tracking and everything, I think the lowest you can do is like $3 and something, and people aren't going to want to pay $3 or $4 shipping for a $4 decal or $5 decal. If somebody claims they don't receive one, I can cut another one easily. I have a scrap piece of vinyl probably that I won't miss at all, and it's just easier that way. If you want to, like, self-insure, every time you ship something for, say, the cost of a stamp, put another 50 cents in a jar, and whenever somebody claims they didn't receive one, take out whatever you feel like that project cost or what that decal cost and throw it in your profits. There's a way, ways around that, but simple setup. I'll show you what I did. So the main thing you need for a decal business on Etsy will be a vinyl cutter of some sort, whether it's a Silhouette, Cricut, your larger ones from US Cutter, anything. I had a larger one before. It was, I think, a 34, 36 inch. It just took up a ton of space. I never really used that much size. The only thing I did use it for was doing the side of a bus. I did the lettering, and it was nice because I could cut the whole 5 or 6 feet, whatever it was, that might have been longer than that at one time. But Cricut for doing simple decals is easy. They have designs in Design Space, and you can upload your own. You can purchase SVGs off of Google, anything like that. But your main thing is your vinyl cutter. You have to have a way to run your vinyl cutter. I use a small laptop. A lot of people I know use iPads, iPhones, Android, whatever. You can do it that way. I prefer a computer. I have a little more control, and just it's simpler to navigate when I'm doing things and saving and everything like that. So your main two things are going to be a way to run your Cricut or vinyl cutter and your actual vinyl cutter. Then you're going to need vinyl, which I bought 2 rolls of what I use the most personally, and then I went on Amazon and bought a value pack of 12 by 12 sheets, and you can see there some of the colors that are in here, and I think these were like $20 for, I think it's 26 sheets. It is Oracle 651 permanent outdoor vinyl, so that way you can offer your decals in an assortment of colors. You know, you can make a bunch of them in white, but everybody might not want white. It might not work with their car or their laptop or whatever they're sticking a decal to. You need transfer tape or transfer paper that goes over your finished design. And with the crickets, you have to use cutting mats. Now, the 12 by 12 came with the cricket. I actually bought a 12 by 24 so that I could do some longer vinyl for doing my business stuff for my lawn care business. But this is the basics, and it's a very simple setup. All I have is a corner in our playroom, our kids' playroom, and I bring my laptop in here when I need to cut a decal, either for myself or one that's sold on Etsy, and I pick whatever color vinyl I want. I cut out what size I need, stick it to the cutting sheet, stick it in the cricket, let the cricket do its thing. All I do to weed it out is I use an X-Acto knife, I know they make picks and everything for weeding, but I started messing with vinyl like 9 years ago now, I think it was, with the big old US cutter that I had, and I just got used to using the X-Acto knife, so that's what I do. You can buy the picks for weeding and all kinds of accessories. If you're doing t-shirts, you can buy the little, I call them jigs, but I know that's not the right answer, that go on the shirt that help you lay out the print. But simple setup. We got cricket on a little school desk. We got some cutting mats, and I keep transfer tape, my rolls of vinyl in there in the little slot, and you know, little leftover scraps or whatever. So that's the basic setup. Just a quick overview of the fees on Etsy. It's 20 cents to make a listing. Each time you sell, it automatically renews, and if it doesn't sell, I think it renews every 3 months at the 20 cents. When you make a sale, there's a processing fee of 3% plus 25 cents. So on my $5 order, that was 41 cents. And then there's a 5% transaction fee, which was 25 cents. So 66 cents plus the 20 I listed would be about 86 cents. So out of my $5 sale, about not quite $1 goes to Etsy, which isn't terrible, I guess. And then I only pay the price of a stamp on a regular envelope to mail it, so 55 cents. So I'm making pretty good on each decal because the vinyl doesn't cost a whole lot. What I'm selling is just simple designs that I'd already done anyway for my personal use, so I'm not out a ton of time, and that's a pretty simple overview of that. Now let's look at shipping. Shipping, I use just a regular old A10 envelope. I went on a website and printed out some decal application instructions. The website is called themamalama.com. This PDF is free to download, free to print and use. I simply I print it out, I cut them into 4 squares. They also fit in the envelope. What I do is I cut my decal, I cut out one of these, I fold this around the decal, and on the back side of it I write a little handwritten note thanking them for the purchase or whatever. I stick it in the envelope, address it, put on a return address label, put on a stamp, stick it in the mailbox, and I send them I mark my order complete on Etsy and send them a quick little message that says their decal's on the way, thank you for your purchase. Now the overview of if this is working. Well, I'm not making a fortune. As you can see, my shop has had 399 total views, 312 visits. I've had 5 orders. I had 4 orders for 1 decal each. I had an order yesterday, which is the one you see there that says to ship by tomorrow. That was 1 order, but it's actually 2 of the same decal. I'm not making a killing, $30 in revenue, and then take out the fees and everything. But I mean, just getting started, simple setup. It's cash that I wouldn't have made otherwise, that I can put into, you know, buying more materials, upgrading, investing, you know, whatever I want to do with it. So, I mean, you're going to see channels that say I made $1,000 selling on Etsy my first month. I'm sure there's people that do it. I'm doing simple designs with simple decals, not taking a lot of time. It's decals I've already designed for myself. I know there's not a wide audience for them, but Etsy is saturated with some of the same stuff, and I'm doing stuff that I know people may be looking for, and when they find it, I'll be about the only person they can buy it from. So, simple overview. Not making a killing, but it is a start. It's another stream of income, even though right now it's not much, but I can upgrade. I can start doing bigger things, but actually the return on investment on the vinyl is hard to beat when I'm making, say, $3 and something off a decal, or right around $3 off of one decal. It takes me 5 minutes to cut, weed, and throw in an envelope. So not bad. Not great, but that's the real life, my experience of it, and how things are going for me. Thanks for watching. Please take a minute, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll have more information coming up on some other income ways. Thanks for watching.